Morning students of class 10. So today I am going to start the third chapter, that is pair of linear equation in two variables. So in class 9 already we studied linear equation in two variable. That means only one linear equation was present. So now here pair of linear equation. So what is the meaning of pair? Pair means two. So we are given two linear equations in two variable. So we have to solve the linear equations and we have to find the solution of each linear equation. So first of all we will recall some points. So what were the points? Number 1, standard form of a linear equation was what? Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is the standard form of a linear equation. You already know what is the meaning of linear. Linear means having degree 1. So here the power of variable x and y is 1. That is why it is written here linear. And what is the meaning of equation? That means one equal to symbol will be present and equal to one number will be assigned. So equal to 0. Two variables because variable is 2. So a is the coefficient of x, b is the coefficient of y and c is the constant. This standard form I have written for only one linear equation. Remember, if there are two linear equations, then you have to write a1x b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and the second linear equation will be a2x b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So this is the standard form of two linear equation and this is the standard form of a linear equation. So number 2 is solution of a linear equation. So whenever we find the solution of linear equation by putting any values to x, we will get different values for y. So the solution may be infinite. So in a linear equation has infinitely many number of solution. Already we know this. So number 3 is what? Linear equation represent a straight line when we plot its solution in graph. So after getting the solution, when we plot it in a graph, we will get a straight line. So a linear equation represent a straight line whenever we used to plot in a graph. So this thing already we know from class 9. So next is what about two linear equation? What happened to two linear equation? Just like if one linear equation represent one straight line, that means the second linear equation also represent a second straight line. So when we plot the two straight lines in a graph, in one graph, so what may be the conclusions? What may be the conditions? So first will be, suppose I am plotting two straight lines, solutions of two straight lines, and I am plotting it in a graph. So I will get two straight lines. So what happens to the two straight lines? It may intersect. Means suppose this is linear equation number 1 and this is linear equation number 2. So suppose I am plotting equation number 1 and the straight line comes like this, and suppose the second linear equation, it will intersect the first linear equation. So first condition is what? The lines may intersect. So what happens when line intersect? That is, see here, first of all, by plotting the first line, we can easily say that a line passes through infinitely many number of points. Similarly, the line number 2 will also pass through infinitely many points. But as you see, there is a common point between 1 and 2, and this common point is this one. So what happens when two lines intersect? When two lines intersect, we will get one common solution. So what happens in intersection? Whenever the lines intersect, we will get one common solution. So I am discussing it graphically. Next I will take one example for solving this linear equation. So just see the graphical representation first. Number 2, what second thing can happen? Line may not intersect. So if line does not intersect, what happen? If line, so the second point, what is the second point? Suppose two lines, they never intersect. So what happen if two lines never intersect? That means the two lines will be what? Parallel. So second condition is the lines may be parallel. So what happened in parallel condition? See here, suppose this is line number 1, this is line number 2. Line 1 is passes through many points, line 2 is also passes through many points. So there will be no common solution or no common point between 1 and 2. So there will be no common solution. Solution is what? That is the point. Point is called the solution. Here only one common point was there, so one common solution. Here no common point is there, therefore no solution. What will be the third condition? In third condition, we have suppose one line is suppose like this, and it passes through many points. Similarly, the line 2, that also be like this suppose. So this condition is called coincident line. So the line may be coincident. So what happen in coincident lines? In case of coincident line, the two lines have many common points. As you can see, line 1 and line 2 have many common points. So we can say many solution or infinitely many solution. So these are the three important cases, infinitely many solution. So these are the three important points in pair of linear equation in two variable. So I have discussed it in graph. Next I will take some example. So next I have taken one example. See, suppose a question is given like this. One day you went to a shopping market and you purchased 3 bats and 5 balls, and the total cost was 500. That means you have given 500 to the shopkeeper. So this is for day 1, and in day 2 suppose you have purchased 5 number of bat and 7 number of balls, and the cost was what? Total cost was 800. So how to write in an algebraic equation? So for day 1, if number of bat was 3, then you have to first take cost of one bat. Suppose cost of one bat we can take it as x. So suppose if cost of one bat is x, then the cost of 3 bat will be what? Cost of 3 bat will be 3x. So for day 1, you have to write the cost of one bat. So let the cost of one bat is be rupees x. Therefore, cost of 3 bat will be what? 3x. Similarly, cost of 5 balls will be, just take rupees y. So sorry, one ball will be y. So cost of 5 balls will be what? Rupees 5y. So the total cost is what? 500. So the algebraic equation will be like this: 3x, because this is the cost of 3 bat and this is the cost of 5 balls. So you have to add this, you will get 500. So 3x plus 5y is equal to what? 500. Similarly, again second day you went again and you have purchased some more bats. Suppose you purchased in second day, you purchased 5 bats. So the cost of 5 bat for second day will be 5x, and the cost of 7 balls for the second day will be what? 7y. So again the total cost. So how to do total? You have to add this, you will get what? 800. So you are getting two equations. So these two equations you can plot it in graph. How to plot it in graph? First of all, you have to find the solution for each equation. Then you have to plot it in graph. You will get one common solution, or you can get no common solution, or you can get many common solution, like we have already discussed in our three graphs before. So this is one simple example I have taken. So one question I will do from book. So what you have to do, by seeing the condition, you have to do two things. First, you have to write it in algebraic form. So what is algebraic form? This is called the algebraic form. You have to write algebraically first, then you have to represent it in graph. So I have taken first question from exercise 3.1. So the question is, Aftab tells his daughter that 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were then. So first of all, in word problem you have to check there will be two conditions given. So in first condition, what they are saying, Aftab tells his daughter that 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were then. That means it is the condition of 7 years ago. So for 7 years ago, you have to, first of all, you have to see the present. So at present, you have to take the ages. So let Aftab's present age, we will first take the present age. Let Aftab's present age be X years. And the daughter's age, we have taken present age. This is also the present age. Present age be Y years. So what is given in 7 years ago, you have to write the conditions. So first of all, we have taken present age. Next, we have to write the condition for 7 years ago. That means you have to go backward. So for going backward, you have to subtract. That means now we have to write first of all what? Aftab age. So Aftab age, this is what? 7 years ago. What will be the age? X minus 7. Similarly, the daughter age will be what? Y minus 7, because at present her age was what? Y. So daughter's age 7 years ago will be what? Y minus 7. So according to the question, how we will write? Aftab age is equal to 7 times daughter's age. This is already given in question, this condition. But up to this you have to form by yourself by seeing the situation. So first of all, you have to suppose the present age of the two people, then you have to write the condition for 7 years ago, then you have to write what the condition given in question. So according to this, we conclude that Aftab age is X minus 7 is 7 times, that means 7 into Y minus 7. By simplifying this, we will get the equation as X minus 7Y plus 42 equal to 0. So this is the first linear equation we got. So next is the second condition. So what is the second condition? 3 years from now. What is the meaning of this? This is after 3 years. Means from present you have to go after 3 years. After means you have to go further. Means you have to add the number of years to the present age. So what is the present age? Present age of Aftab is X. So after 3 years, Aftab age will be how much? X plus 3. And what will be the daughter's age? It will be Y plus 3. So according to the question, see, in question it is written, also 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. That means after 3 years we are taking the two ages, means Aftab age and daughter's age. And according to the question, Aftab age is what? 3 times the daughter's age. So Aftab age will be what? X plus 3 is equal to 3 into daughter's age is what? Y plus 3. So after solving this equation, we finally got X minus 3Y minus 6 is equal to 0. So here are the two equations. So finally we got this. So whenever you are doing any word problem, just see there will be two conditions, because already it is written it is pair of linear equation. That means you are given two condition, and from the two condition you have to form the two equation. This is called algebraically. We have formed algebraically. Then next you have to solve each equation. You will get a set of 4 solution or 5 solution. Then you have to plot it in graph. After plotting in graph, you will get 2 lines. And if the line intersect, already you know, I have discussed it. If the line intersect, then there will be one common solution. If they will not intersect, they will be parallel lines, there will be no common solution. And if the two lines are coincident, there will be infinitely many solutions. So after this I am not doing, just try to do it at home. You have to find the solution. Just find 4 solutions of first equation and 4 solutions of second equation and try to plot it in graph. If you don't have graph, just you can make it in plain paper also, plain copy. Just draw the graph and see if the lines intersect at one point, there will be one common solution. So finally you will get one point like this. You will get, so this you already know, this is the value of x, this is the value of y. So if you find one common point, then this value, this common point, suppose you are getting this common point will be the what? Solution, common solution. So the value of x means what? After percentage, you will get after percentage, and and for y, if you are getting the value of y, then y will be what? Daughter's percentage. So there are 3 questions in first exercise. Try to do this, and after this I will in my next lecture I will discuss most important points, because these equation you have to solve in your different topics also. Like in physics also you have to solve the linear equation, pair of linear equations. So there are total 4 methods for solving a linear equation. First method already I have discussed. This method is called graphical method. So by using graph you can find the solution. It may become a common solution, it may come as no solution, it may come as infinitely many solution. So first method I have already discussed. This is the graphical method. Just do it, and the rest of the 3 methods I will discuss in my next lecture, and that will be the most important part of this chapter. So thank you.